ए जज्बा दिल गर मैं चाहूँ हर चीज़ मुकाबिल आ जाए मंजिल के लिए दो गाम चलो और सामने मंजिल आ जाए.
Actor, writer, and now motivational speaker. What motivated you to become a motivational speaker?
I think life has its own plans always for you, and what organically keeps happening is great.
What is that one thing you feel like ये तो चुटकी में हो जाएगा?
Can't tell, but yes, it's कभी भी नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं है. And everyone says हमारा तो 3 रीटेक हो रहा है, आपका एक में ही हो गया. ऐसे
तेलुगु लैंग्वेज में कुछ सीखे आप? नक्को.
नक्को.
You can say this. నా తెలుగు వెబ్ సిరీస్ వస్తుంది,
నా తెలుగు వెబ్ సిరీస్ వస్తుంది,
చూడండి.
చూడండి.
చాలా బాలీవుడ్ సినిమాలో తన్ని చూశారు. నేషనల్ అవార్డు వచ్చింది. ఒక యాక్టర్, రైటర్ అండ్ మోటివేషనల్ స్పీకర్. ఈరోజు మనతో ఉన్నారు హైదరాబాద్లో దివ్య దత్తా. సో లెట్స్ వెల్కమ్ హర్. हाय, हाउ आर यू?
हाय, आई एम गुड.
ओह, क्या हो गया आपके हाथ को?
मैंने किसी को मारा.
तो हैदराबाद आने के बाद फाइटिंग सीन स्टार्ट हो गए.
No, I just got hit by something, so yeah, just have
So
to be careful.
in Hyderabad, so I'm sure that there is some announcement of a Telugu series or a movie or something.
Yes, I think we're living in really great times where Pan India is concerned, because there's such a beautiful exchange of actors happening. From Mumbai, I've come here. From here, a lot of people are going to the Mumbai film industry. So it's really good. And so I'm here for Devakatta sir. What a beautiful story he came to me with. And what a kick-ass role to start off with a political drama. And when I am on the set, it just feels huge, it feels big, and actors from various regions coming in. And to imagine that this is my debut after being in the industry for a while in Telugu cinema feels great.
Why did it take so much time for you to do a Telugu movie like this?
Well, I just feel there's a divine timing for everything.
And I just did something in Malayalam, and the next has become Telugu. So I'm enjoying how these offers are coming themselves, and I guess it's all in good time. And der ay durust ay, they say, right?
Yes, of course. So it is a political drama, and do you follow politics here?
Yes, I do.
Coming to your personal life, if you see, you have done a varieties of roles, and those roles are always like हमें याद रह जाता है. Oh, दिव्या दत्ता ने ये किया है.
So sweet. Thank you very much. I guess what's important is that you take me back home with you, with the film I do, with the role I do. And when I started movies, I was like, didn't have a godfather, didn't have somebody who would make a film for me. So my mother said, are you going to keep waiting? She said, take on the roles and do them so beautifully that roles are actually written for you. And I guess it's her blessings that roles are now actually written with me in mind. And it's nice to take up something that makes me nervous, because if I'm excited, it's going to excite my audience. And I'm so glad to hear it from you, and hence I hear it from a lot of other people, that when you're in a film, we know it's going to be different.
So what is the most exciting thing to be an actor?
Well, we are living such different, diverse lives every day. How many people do get a chance to portray someone else for that given in time as a character? Some are fictitious, some are real. And I've been fortunate to have done both. So when I did Bhag Milkha Bhag, is a real character. When I did Subhash Chandra Bose, was a real character. And there are so many other fictitious ones. But how many lives are you living for those 2-3 months? And I guess experiencing what they experienced at that point in time, which is a fabulous thing. And for me, acting is a passion. And it brings me a broad smile when you talk about work to me.
After facing the camera for so many years, what is that one thing you feel like ये तो चुटकी में हो जाएगा?
कभी भी नहीं, कुछ भी
नहीं?
नहीं. ये चुटकी में जब हो जाएगा होगा तो ऑडियंस बोर हो जाएगी. मुझे लगता है कि every time you have to keep discovering something new about yourself. So I take on roles that make me nervous. when I tell a director, listen, I want to, they say, okay, ma'am, should we give you this? I said, no, this I've done. You give me something else. So it's nice to be given different things. Now I have like a spate of releases coming up. I have this film called Sharma Ji Ki Beti, which is releasing on Amazon on 28th June. So that comes. But what I'm saying is it's a different role. Then there's, we are doing a film called 12 Angry Men, Ek Rukha Hua Faisla. That's coming. Then I have a web show coming in, which is has me in a total different avatar. So it's nice to look into the mirror and say, hey, it's a different Divya.
As you mentioned about your mom, very close to your mom, the kind of connection we have read many times that Divya, you have a very closest connection, and it's more of a divine connection.
Yes.
So something as a child you learned from your mother. What was those qualities?
Well, I guess I still remember a teacher in the class was looking for somebody to play the princess. And I raised my hand that I want to play one. And she didn't choose me, she chose somebody else. And I came back home and I cried a lot. And my mother said, you're my princess. And I sat on her lap and she said, this is your world, secure and safe. But I did realize when I grew up that the world outside you have to learn to own. You have to work so hard, you have to give it so much passion that you do become the princess of the world. And I cannot thank my mother enough for having that undaunting faith in me that I come from a family of doctors. So everyone wanted me to be doing
Doctor.
something more, even if not a doctor, something more academically inclined because I was very good in my studies. And I chose up acting and I got selected in like thousands of candidates. So I told my mother, I want to be an actor. So she said, are you sure? I said, yes, I'm sure. And after that, she didn't ask me a single question. She said, I'm with you. And when that parent has faith in your dreams, you try your best never to let them down. And I thank her immensely every day that she let me choose the profession that I really wanted to be a part of because not many people earn a living out of what they love doing. Some people just go for a job because, so so I'm glad, I'm delighted to have a best friend and a mother. And that's something I will always hold close to my heart.
As a writer, we have seen you write a book also.
2 books.
Two books. Can we know the titles also?
So the first one was a memoir, Me and Ma, which was like, of course, as the name says, a memoir on my mother. Uh, Not just my mother. I think I was at the airport once, and this girl just came and hugged me tight, and she started crying. I was like wondering what happened. She said, "Thank you for the book." I said, what happened? She's saying, we all tend to take our parents for granted, our mothers for granted. They'll ask, what do you want to eat? And we'll say, okay, mom, call later. And she says, for the first time, I read it and said, oh my God, I've just been doing that. And she went home, she hugged her mother, she said, I love you. And she felt really great about it. So I think to have a book which reconnects the children to the parents, which teaches that let's not have that demarcation that I'm the mother and you're the child, or I'm the child and you're the mother. And there has to be a friendship, there has to be a camaraderie, there has to be a bond, which should be there forever.
You've spoken about the family bonding. Tell us about your friendships in the industry, outside the industry. Do you have many friends?
My second book is on that. It's called The Stars in My Sky. It's basically about the friends or the people who really held my hand in the industry. And holding your hand doesn't necessarily mean that they've helped you push in your career, but something they did that enhanced my personality or helped me in certain ways. So it's like a big thank you note to all these people, be it Amitabh Bachchan, be it Shabana Azmi, be it Javed Akhtar, Gulzar Saab, Shah Rukh, Juhi, lots of people like that. I have a lot of friends. I'm someone who likes having friends, but I do feel the closest can be very few. The rest, of course,
Who are the most closest?
I have lots of non-filmy friends as well. So we are a good, and some filmy ones as well. It's a good mix of people that I have as friends. So it keeps me very well and, balanced. That I am acquainted with the outside world, I'm acquainted with the industry within. But what I really love is that there's loads of goodwill for me loads of love when someone talks of me. Whoever I work with, I'm mostly repeated by them. So it feels nice that you've come a long way, creating your own path, creating your own journey, and so yeah, I feel I'm at a happy place right now.
So you have listed all the names from the industry.
Yeah.
Tell me one compliment that actually stayed in your heart.
I remember there was a director, one of the biggest we've had, Dharmesh Darshanji. He once told me, he says, "You are not just a heroine, you are someone who's going to be here forever because you have a very long shelf life. You can be given any role, and like a chameleon, you just keep changing your, parts." And that really, and that time I was like really young, and coming from him, it really mattered a lot. I remember this was after Veer Zara. He'd come up to me, he said, you are a different category altogether. So it felt nice coming from such people, from Mr. Bachchan getting a call or a letter. Those letters are very precious when
What
you
was
get them.
written in that?
So whenever there's some good work that you do, there's a beautiful letter that comes by, and so yeah, those things really matter. People, that's what I'm saying. Whenever I meet, there's a respect that you've earned, I would say, and there's a love that you've gotten from your audience. It's a great combo to have, and it's a very rare thing as well because normally we just kind of sometimes stick to stardoms. But here's a good combo of stardom, love, and admiration. So yeah.
When we see you on screen, you look like, hey, we know her.
Yes, I've heard that before.
So, what is that formula that goes into the preparation of
I
your
love
roles?
that question. I don't prepare. I just feel acting is actually not the right word. You feel someone. Like if I'm going to play somebody, I must feel that person before I actually express that person. So if you feel them sincerely, of course, if I'm playing a historical character, I will need to study what it is and where the backdrop is. And so I sit with my directors, I have my workshops and everything, but on the set, I just let myself flow. There's nothing like I'll say, okay, then I'll do this and then I'll do this. I can't do that. So all my directors know that first 2, 3 shots, she should be done. So yeah, but yeah, it's you see, there's a beautiful magic of the costumes that you wear, of the sets that you go on, of the co-stars that you're with, and the world that is created around you. I just did a film called Chava with Vicky Kaushal, and we're doing a period drama. As I entered my palace, I was like into a different era, absolutely. So I touched the set ground and I looked up, and there was no reason why I wouldn't feel a queen. so
You always wanted to be a princess.
and then I ended up being a queen.
Queen.
So what I'm saying is, everyone helps you create that role, create that character, to create that life on the set. All you have to do is be very sincere to it and enjoy it to the fullest, which I think I do.
Who is that actor with whom you felt very comfortable working over the years?
Shah Rukh for one, surely. Shabana ji, very much. Farhan, Salman, Rajit Kapoor, Atul Kulkarni. Um, yeah, they've been like, it's when you're working with friends, it's more comforting. So yeah.
And most uncomfortable actor?
ऐसा होता नहीं है. I mean, not that you will match everyone's.
Like sometimes what happens, the lines are difficult, so you are ready with the lines. Maybe the other person takes more takes or something like that.
Thank God this has not really happened much
Yeah.
to me. I can get like, so yeah, no, thankfully it's not happened really. I've worked with some very good actors.
So you're shooting in Hyderabad, and did you explore the city?
Whenever you come here, you shoot at the Ramoji Film City always. So this is the first time I actually got to feel the soul of Hyderabad, the city, each and everything. I was here for a good 10 days earlier, and then that was around Eid. And so I went to the Charminar and I posted something on Insta, and I was flooded with comments. You are in the center of Charminar. How come no one has recognized you? I said, because one, I'm against everyone. Secondly, that they all have their back towards me. Secondly, they're all shopping. I just removed my mask quickly, did my video and covered it up. By then, no one got to know. So they're saying, "Arey ma'am, aisa kaise ho gaya?" So, but I think this is like a trick to do where you should really know how to enjoy yourself, be yourself, because you can't just be actor and not be yourself. So I'm a child at heart. I love to explore, and especially a city like Hyderabad. Oh my God, I've come to really love it so much. I can't tell you. I've been here at least 6 times now in the past 2 months, and I have really enjoyed so many cultures that live together. It's amazing. And the foods, of course, the people. I mean, they're so lovely. And I like it now. I've started understanding my ADs also on the set. They'll talk in Telugu and say, "Madam, you didn't understand." I said, "I understood actually."
What
So
did you understand and what were the lines you actually know in Telugu?
so the AD was telling something to the director that madam will come from there or something. So when they speak, you can make out a little. So he thought I'm not understanding. So he turned to me to explain again. I said, "No, no, I understood." He says, "Madam, what did you understand?" I said, "What you just told him, I understood." So I think once you keep listening to someone for a while, and Telugu is that way not a very difficult language to grasp.
You are intelligent, that's why it's easy for you.
But I enjoy being on the set, and what you said, this role is also so powerful and so strong that
Which role are you doing?
can't tell. But yes, it's, as I said, is a political drama, so you can imagine what I'm
Yes.
playing. What I
And,
want to say is
Devakatta as a director.
he's lovely, and we have this word where we say we must get the tone correct. So whatever tone he gives me, I know this is what he wants me to, because there's 10 different ways of doing something. So he's very clear about what he wants from an actor, and I love that about him, because once you know your director is so clear with what he wants you to be and perform, it becomes easy, and he understands me very well, and it's been total fun, absolutely. And everyone says, हमारा तो 3 रीटेक हो रहा है, आपका एक में ही हो गया. I said, see, this happened.
So Telugu language में कुछ सीखे आप?
तेलुगु लैंग्वेज में ऐसे तो नहीं सीखे, लेकिन अगर आप मुझे वो देते हो तो मैं बोल लेती हूँ.
Okay.
And I love the Hindi, the way they speak the Hindi. ऐसा नहीं होना.
Urdu Hindi.
I love that.
Hyderabadi Hindi.
Hyderabadi Hindi.
So can you like imitate that Hyderabadi accent at
I
least?
am such a terrible mimic. No, I can't do that.
Nakko.
Nakko.
In Telugu, you can actually tell people that you can say this. Na Telugu web series వస్తుంది.
నా తెలుగు వెబ్ సిరీస్ వస్తుంది,
చూడండి.
చూడండి.
Actor, writer, and now motivational speaker. What motivated you to become a motivational speaker?
Life. I think life has its own plans always for you. And what organically keeps happening is great. Thanks to my books, I was invited by lots of women institutions, lots of colleges, lots of corporates. Because I think somewhere everyone needs some inspiration, motivational talks. And when you've learnt it the hard way, when you've written things, in fact, my book is called The Book of Gratitude now, because each chapter has thanked a certain personality as to how they held my hand, or how something they did, or how just only observing them helped me. So I think all of us somewhere have some certain lows, and we don't know how to, just address them. And very rarely do you have people who actually listen to you. We'll say, "Hey, how are you?" But you don't wait for the answer. Plus, also the social media beach, or everyone wants a kind of acknowledgement there that, "Hey,
Attention.
like me, comment on this," but we forget that we are actually living very lonely lives. So when you speak certain things that, like as you said, your roles are relatable, people find me also very relatable that way, that I've said something that kind of resonated with them. So I feel happy that I can help a lot of people along the way. I feel nice when a young girl will just come and hug me and say, "Thank you, because of you, I did this." So I think it's great, because in my life I was held by lots of good-hearted people. I was lucky to have a mother who held me, A lot of people don't have parents who are as encouraging. Maybe they want them to take a certain other career or whatever that would be, and sometimes maybe the bonding is not such. So to have these kind of motivational talks, I think is the need of the hour, because as an actor people look up to you. You have a responsibility to just spread some smiles, yeah.
Anything from your writings or any shairi for us?
Well, I'd just like to just say something which is not written by me, but it's one of my very favorites. ए जज्बा दिल गर मैं चाहूँ, हर चीज़ मुकाबिल आ जाए, मंजिल के लिए दो गाम चलो और सामने मंजिल आ जाए. So keep at it, keep seeing your dreams, keep fulfilling them, and keep living your life.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you.
such a wonderful person and all the best for your future.
Thank you very much.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. సో చూసారు కదా, దట్ వాస్ దివ్య దత్త. తను ఏమంటుందంటే మీ డ్రీమ్స్ని ఫుల్ఫిల్ చేయండి, మీరు కూడా మోటివేటెడ్గా ఉండండి. ఇంకా త్వరలో తను ఒక తెలుగు వెబ్ సిరీస్లో మీ ముందుకు వస్తుంది. కెమెరా పర్సన్ అలీతో తరుణ, NTV హైదరాబాద్.